Hi, it's me, ihtgw. It's about my new project. Learn to share, no hate, and what I want to say about this project is that I did it. I've done it. I've been working on that project for quite a few years now. The first one that I did was back in February 2010. I went up to Westminster and I made and hand dyed a t-shirt myself, and then I hand printed it as well, just hand painted it, and I learned to share on it. It's really straightforward what it means to say. It's like it's just saying, learn to share, as in like people should learn to share their money, I suppose. The thing is that like people don't want to we live in a really strange time at the moment, and people have all types of we suffer from some sort of massive issue of greed, I suppose. All of us do, even me, I probably do, because this isn't human life. We have I'm reading a book now. I've read quite a lot of books, to be honest, on these issues. How we are, the one that I'm reading right now is by Lucy Siegel. She's kind of this sort of ethical or sustainable person, and she's written a whole book about I've only read the first couple of chapters, and it's about the high street and the sustainability issues on the high street, and the non-existing sustainability issues on the high street, and also the other thing that she talks about is cheap labour in the fashion industry. Now, one thing I went through was yesterday I was reading how of course we all know, lots of us know now that how fashion is just made, clothes are just being made through people. We all know sweatshops exist now, and people are not earning enough money. But yesterday I found out people, these workers, they can't even go to the toilet. They can't go to the toilet. It's not funny at all, but it's bizarre. It's like the people that are sewing your garments. When you do buy something from the high street and you think you got it really cheap, like the person who made it, that person was probably not being able to go to the toilet, and not only that, people have had to have abortions, and women are normally the victims of this type of industry as well, because they're more vulnerable and easier to kind of control. So they are the ones that normally work in these places, and this is all written about in this book that I'm reading. So this is an issue. Like, if we all, just imagine if we all sort of said, look, we all went to Primark and we said, look, we are willing to pay, this top that you are selling for £10, we refuse to buy it because, this wasn't really made for £10. The person who made this top, come on, they don't even sell stuff for £10, they actually sell stuff for like £3 or £4. Now, if you all went to Primark and said to the person who owns Primark and said, look, we're not going to come back to this shop now because your workers are being really badly treated, and although we come to your shops in London and in other parts of England, and we don't experience the worst experience anybody probably has in Primark is of probably getting pushed or squashed or something, or not being able to buy what they wanted to buy because somebody else grabbed it from them. But the workers, just imagine these people work in stuffy factories, and also if you go back to Primark and say, look, this top that you're selling for £4, we're not going to buy it unless you sell it for like £14 or £15. But that has to sort of guarantee the fact that you are going to give the money back to the worker, the person who made it. They're going to earn a decent living. They're not going to be earning like 20p a day or something, like nothing a day, or being treated like complete rubbish as well. So if people really sort of stood up and said, this is what we want you to do, you know, otherwise we refuse to come to Primark, because the thing is, people here aren't really willing to pay the money either. You see, when people found out there was something like Primark that was selling stuff for like £4 per top, people ran, you know, people just, you know, grab the chance, and you know, that's why it's doing so well. And it goes to show that, you know, I don't think people are interested in sharing the money. So there's a huge issue. Like, sharing is something, I bet, you know, if people have kids, or I bet if you come across some young kids and they're fighting for the same thing, you'll say to them, you need to share this. But as an adult, you can't, you don't have the discipline, and no one's really there to tell you to share. So it's like this whole new sort of I think humans need to learn how to share. That's the thing, I suppose, I'm trying to say through these t-shirts. You know, we need to kind of go back or something, you know, or go forward. We can't stay here. We need to sort of work away of sharing